While the world kept scrolling, Nigeria's nightmare unfolded. Innocent children, teachers, and well meaning Nigerians are still trapped in the hands of armed terrorists, kidnappers, and gunmen. Welcome to your most favorite spot on YouTube. Fresh channel, zero filter, maximum vibes. I am your host, Yasi. So over this past week, we've seen how the heat have cut across all geopolitical zones because of the incessant kidnappings and attacks in the southwest region of Nigeria. And this had also led to teachers shutting down schools in Oyo, Ogun State, and in Lagos State. There have also been protests accompanied with this vengeful anger from the masses, complaining that when will this end? Teachers have shut down schools in Oyo, Ogun State, and protesters flooded the streets in Ibadan also. And Lagos Teacher Union marched and also family begged for the rescue while the government faced fierce backlash. Why could a politician relative be freed in just a matter of days while innocent children are still missing? As fear spreads across the southwest and banditry creeps into the once peaceful areas, one question echoes louder than ever. How many more must suffer before Nigerians say enough? So, this issue of banditry and kidnapping, it's a really, really tough one. This is the first of its kind in Nigeria, and it has never gotten to this height. It has never gotten to this extent. It's in public knowledge now that there are a lot of enablers who enable this kidnapping. As it is now, is a business. Kidnapping in Nigeria now is an industry of its own. You need to be recruited and you need to work with the Fulanis if you really, really want to excel in this business. So please, if you are new on my page, kindly like, share, comment, and most importantly, very most importantly, click on the subscribe button. This will enable us bring you more entertainment gist, political happenings around you. And going on into the story, last week there was a little development. The Fulani terrorists who slaughtered Mr. Oyedokun Michael was apprehended by the village hunters in Imesi Ile, local government area of Oyo State. He was tracked by the color of his pants, by the color of his trousers, and the color of his um, slippers that was evident in the video of the slaughter. And you can see that picture circled with red ink there. So that was the evidence that the village hunters used to track the murderer of Mr. Michael Oyedokun down. And also, on a sad note, we lost a Sinle Ahoro. I think that this girl should be like 4 or 5 years. Her health there was deteriorating, and she couldn't survive the cold, she couldn't survive the mosquito bite, and so the terrorists there sent message to her parents telling her that their child um, has died. And that's a very, very sad one. And we pray that the soul of the departed will rest in peace. On the 4th of June, there was a circular that went viral online pertaining the demands of the bandits. They placed a demand to the Oyo state government to, meet up before they can secure the successful release of the abducted teachers and students. And you can imagine that bandits trying to tell government what they want. In the demands, they stated that they should be ready to pay in 1 billion naira, that is equivalent of $1 million, into a Benin Republic account. And secondly, that they want the Oyo State government to facilitate the release of their detained terrorist commanders. And the third one was the Oyo State government should provide 2 hillocks. I don't know what these terrorists take the government for. You want hillocks so that you be patrolling in the bush, or where do you want to drive the hillocks? Do you want to drive it in your village, or you want to drive it in the bush, or you want to use it for cross country? I don't understand. And the fourth one was the craziest among all. I think this is the main agenda the remaining three are just subsidiary. But I think that whatever message they wanted to pass across, it was understood loud and clear on the fourth one. And he requested that the Oyo State should implement Sharia law. Where is it done? A law that is just conversant with the typical northerners should be implemented in a southwest state, a secular state. I don't think that's possible. And to with all great audacity, I condemn that. Well, stepping away from Oyo, we still come back to Oyo news, but we wanted our viewers to see some clips of some kidnapped victims who are still in the den of the kidnappers, and you can see a retired army general's wife also talking, pleading with the government. Although they said that she should ask the government to release some of their members, and you can actually see her there, trying to plead and negotiate for the terrorists or in exchange for her safety. And also, you can see a former APC chairman of Koko, there's a local government area, and his associates who were kidnapped, and they are located. Their location of captivity is in Biriningwari Forest, and you can see how terrible they look. You can see how dejected, how weak they look. At a part of the video, they brought out their drugs. They brought out their drugs. Like it's either both of them or one of them ain't feeling too well. One of them also is on serious medication, and the amount of drugs I saw there shows that yes, it's not just a child's play. So going back to Oyo, on the 3rd of June, gunmen abducted Mrs. Olaide Busayo Adegoke, who is aged 43, and the younger sister of ex-power minister Mr. Adebayo Adelabu, along with her 12-year-old twins, Peter and Paul, on their way to school around 7:30 a.m. along the ring road in Ibadan. It didn't take quite long. We saw visuals of those kidnapping. You can see it on your screen when the kidnappers fled in a white jeep there. And also, just in the early hours of this morning, the police state command released a video from the Department of the Force Intelligence Response Team. They raided a hideout in Ibadan, and they successfully rescued Mrs. Busayo and her children safely. And in the act of carrying out that operation, two of the kidnappers died, and it's a very swift response. It's a very swift response. It's a sweet victory for the Nigerian police. It's a sweet victory for the ex-minister of power, Mr. Adebayo, and for his family also, and for the little kids who might in a way feel traumatized. It's a sweet victory. But I would urge that if this swift action will be carried on behalf of the children who are in the bush in Oyo State, of the 37 peoples, it will be very uploadable. They are there now, getting close to like 2 weeks, without proper healthcare facility, without proper food, without adequate checkup, and is just unbearable. So because someone is in power or is in government and you kidnap his siblings, so there are adequate. Are you telling me now that the lives of the ordinary citizens doesn't matter? Are you telling me there is a hierarchy to this kidnapping thing? That if you are a son of nobody, the government will facilitate your safety? Is it what you are telling me? So we just wait to see what the coming days will look like and how they would respond to the rescue of these children. I think they've really, really suffered enough. Also, according to investigation reports, some names have been published and apprehended for the enablement of the kidnapped 37 pupils and teachers of the primary school in Obile local government. And number one name we have on the list is Babangida Buhari. Number two name we have on the list is Kabiru Aliyu. Number three name on the list is Adewi Sunday. Number four name on the list is Ayawola Benga. The fifth name on the list is Rafiu Abdul, and the sixth name on the list is Adele Ayomide. So these names goes to tell you that this is not a typical Fulani regime. The typical Fulani kidnap, raiding have been infiltrated by some other tribes, if I'm permitted to use that word. And why would this happen? I don't think in any society things like this can successfully be carried out without without people who already know the vicinity, people who are conversant with the environment. So there have been a connive between some of the unrepented Yoruba people who are out to make cash in connivance with the Fulanis to, bring harm to the society in which they were brought into. And the social media space is quiet about it. Is it because it's a Yoruba name? Eh? I bet you if it was an Igbo name, the space would be quite like this. Listen, I'm not saying that Igbos too don't involve in kidnapping, but for goodness sake, why would they be pupils from the age of 2 to 7? Don't you have conscience? What were they thinking? If it was their child, would they like it? Going to almost 2 weeks plus now, you've not seen your child who left home and said he was going to school, and you feel comfortable? That's not nice. That's not nice. So this for our viewers who would love you to watch this clip, and you see how a dad was fortifying his son before he goes to school. I think this should be what every parent should do. If you want to go anyway, that suits you. Right? If you want to go the traditional way, is fine. You want to go the Islamic way, is fine. You want to go the Christianity way, is fine. So let's watch this video.
You see this one I'm giving you? I'll put it here. If you hear pa, you will not that hand. Don't think no gun can enter. Do you hear me? If you hear pa, that one cannot enter you. But if you are hearing pa, that is only double. You hear pa. This is what you will do. You bring these two outside. I'll put it in your bag now. You bring these two. You bring it out. Once you hear pa, you just bring it out and hold it like this. You will say offer, it will bring you back to this house. Sharp. Do you hear me? You collect from your bag. You say what? Offer. What did I say? Shout very well. Offer. You say offer. Bring it to this house. Sharp. Actually, your marking. Actually. Yeah, to school. Yeah, let me see. Marchand. Ọmọ akin gbọ́dọ̀ ma ọmọ ọba ní ọgbọ́dọ̀ ma jagun bí ẹrú yá to school. Àṣẹ to school. Gbọ́dọ̀ ti kidnap ọmọ aládé ẹgbẹ́lẹ́ school.
So you can see that video. The dad was like, "Come, my son, come. Let me fortify you. School these days is a battlefield. So I need to fortify you so I don't lose you at this age. You are so precious to me. And I love you so much." That is a father's love. And I think the government should learn from this. They should be able to go the extra mile, to ensure the safety of its citizens. I mean, once taking an oath of office, that's the first thing you take an oath to do. You take an oath to protect the life and the properties of those who you tend to govern. But this government, I think, in a way, has failed in that aspect. So if you're new on my channel, please don't forget to like, share, comment, and most importantly, click on the subscribe button. This will enable us bring you sweet updates and entertaining gist around the world. Thank you for having me. I am your host, Lassie. Peace.